Hello everybody! If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 556, The Shadow of Midnight. Intermediate. In the quiet village of Eldergrove, where cobblestone streets wound through old stone houses, there lived a cat named Midnight. His fur was black as coal, and his eyes glowed like amber in the moonlight. To the villagers, Midnight was just Mrs. Harrow's pet, a lazy creature who lounged on her windowsill. But Midnight was no ordinary cat. Behind those cunning eyes lurked a dark secret. Every night, when the village clock struck 12, Midnight slipped out of Mrs. Harrow's cottage. He moved like a shadow, silent and unseen, his paws barely touching the ground. The villagers slept soundly, unaware of the mischief it caused. Midnight didn't chase mice or play with yarn. No, his games were far more sinister. It began with small things. Mrs. Carter's prize roses wilted overnight, their petals scattered like confetti. Mr. Thompson's milk bottles vanished, only to be found smashed in the alley. The villagers blamed careless children or the wind, but Midnight was the true culprit. He delighted in chaos, watching from the shadows as confusion spread. Soon, Midnight grew bolder. He crept into homes, his eyes glinting in the dark. He knocked over candles, leaving scorch marks on wooden floors. He clawed at curtains until they hung in tatters. Whispers spread through Eldergrove. "Something's wrong," said Mrs. Carter, clutching her shawl. "It's like a curse." The villagers began to fear the night. One stormy evening, young Tom, the baker's son, saw Midnight. He was delivering bread when he spotted the cat perched on a wall, staring at him. Lightning flashed, and for a moment, Midnight's eyes seemed to burn red. Tom froze, his heart pounding. The cat leapt down and vanished into the rain, but Tom felt a chill that wasn't from the cold. Tom told the villagers what he'd seen, but they laughed. "It's just a cat," said Mr. Thompson. Yet strange events grew worse. Food spoiled in pantries, wells turned foul. People woke to find scratches on their doors, too deep to be made by any normal animal. Panic crept into Eldergrove. One night, Tom decided to follow Midnight. Armed with a lantern and courage, he waited by Mrs. Harrow's cottage. At midnight, the cat emerged, sleek and silent. Tom trailed him through the village, past the church to the old forest. There, in a clearing, Midnight stopped. He sat beneath an ancient oak, its branches twisted like claws. Tom hid behind a tree, watching. Midnight raised his head and let out a low, eerie yowl. The air grew thick and shadows seemed to move. Tom's lantern flickered, though there was no wind. Suddenly, Midnight turned, his eyes looking onto Tom's. The boy's breath caught. The cat's gaze was not just cunning, it was evil. Tom ran, his heart thundering, vowing never to follow again. The next day, Tom told the villagers everything. This time they listened. They locked their doors and kept their pets inside. Midnight's reign of terror slowed, but his shadow still lingered over Eldergrove. Some say he still prowls at midnight, waiting for a chance to stir chaos again. Vocabulary notes. Cunning, adjective. Definition: having or showing skill in achieving goals through cleverness, often in a secretive or deceptive way. Context: the word describes Midnight's intelligence and sneaky nature, suggesting he is not just a typical cat, but one with a clever, mischievous mind. Example: behind those cunning eyes lurked a dark secret. Example sentence for learners: the fox used its cunning tricks to steal food from the campsite. Similar words: sly, clever in a secretive or sneaky way, e.g., the sly thief slipped away unnoticed. Crafty, skilled at deceiving or tricking others, e.g., the crafty salesman convinced everyone to buy his product. Wily, clever and often deceitful, e.g., the wily old man outsmarted the young players. Sinister, adjective, definition, giving the impression that something harmful or evil is happening or will happen. Context, the word describes Midnight's games, indicating that his actions are not playful but dangerous and malicious. Example, no, his games were far more sinister. Example sentence for learners. The dark, empty house had a sinister feeling that made her uneasy. Similar words: menacing, threatening or suggesting danger, e.g., the menacing growl of the dog scared the children. Ominous, suggesting that something bad is about to happen, e.g., the ominous clouds warned of a coming storm. Threatening, indicating potential harm or danger, e.g., his threatening words made everyone nervous. Chaos, noun. Definition, a state of complete disorder and confusion. Context, the word highlights the disruption Midnight causes in the village, as his actions create confusion and disorder among the villagers. Example, he delighted in chaos, watching from the shadows as confusion spread. Example sentence for learners. The sudden power outage caused chaos in the busy office. Similar words: disorder, a state of confusion or lack of organization, e.g., the room was in complete disorder after the party. Turmoil, a state of great disturbance or agitation, e.g., the city was in turmoil after the news broke. Confusion, a lack of clarity or order, e.g., there was confusion in the crowd when the event was cancelled. Eerie, adjective, definition, strange and frightening, often in a mysterious way. Context, the word describes the unsettling sound Midnight makes in the forest, adding to the creepy atmosphere. Example, Midnight raised his head and let out a low, eerie yowl. Example sentence for learners. The eerie silence in the abandoned house made her shiver. Similar words: creepy, causing an unpleasant feeling of fear or unease, e.g., the creepy old paintings seemed to watch her. Spooky, frightening in a ghostly or supernatural way, e.g., the spooky forest was full of strange noises. Unsettling, causing discomfort or nervousness, e.g., his unsettling smile made her feel uneasy. Linger, definition, to stay or remain in a place longer than necessary, often because of reluctance to leave. Context, the word suggests that Midnight's influence or presence continues to affect the village, even when his actions slow down. Example, Midnight's reign of terror slowed, but his shadow still lingered over Eldergrove. Example sentence for learners. The smell of fresh bread lingered in the kitchen all morning. Similar words: remain, to stay or continue to exist, e.g., some snow remained on the ground after the storm. Persist, to continue to exist or endure, e.g., the pain in her leg persisted for weeks. Hover, to stay in one place in the air, or metaphorically, to linger, e.g., dark clouds hovered over the village. Story written by Grok 3 AI. Image created by Grok 3 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.